always the mind of the owner, right? Well, our next guest is the owner of GrantWatch.com, the largest grant database in the U.S., and she's an expert in finding money. Libby, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have tons to talk about today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so tell us about GrantWatch.com.
GrantWatch is a website that lets nonprofits, businesses, and individuals know what grants are available. We constantly update the website every day, and there are just so many grants.
So what kind of mistakes do you see with nonprofits and entrepreneurs when they do write their grants?
We see that if they follow directions, they are successful. I interview nonprofits on our podcast, Grant Talk, and they tell us that GrantWatch is the best investment they've ever made because they find grants, they apply, and if they apply for a small grant, the next time they apply for a larger grant, and they just keep growing their organization.
That's awesome. And so, Libby, the grant world constantly is evolving, right? And there is always much to learn. What's new on the horizon for it?
Well, right now we're just finding that there are just more and more grants, and every day there are new grants out there. I looked we have GrantWatch is the website, national and international, and then we have a subdomain for every state. And so on Illinois.grantwatch.com, right on the front page, you'll see grants for arts, for public arts, for healthy food, for watershed, for accessible housing, for education, for scholarships.
Where can we find you? How can we get your book and listen to your podcast?
Okay, so let me show you the book. This is the book, The Queen of Grants, From Teacher to Grant Writer to CEO. And this book, besides having my journey, it also tells you how to write a grant. And it goes through so many different things, all the mistakes that people make and how to avoid them. It tells you how to organize your grant application, how to be grant ready. And it also tells you about AI at the end of the book, because as I was writing it, that's when AI came out. So it's available on Amazon.com, but it's easy to find it on GrantWatch.com/book. So you can find it there. And you find me on GrantWatch, GrantWatch.com. You can find us on YouTube. We're all over the place.
Awesome, awesome.